Alright, my favorite little coffeeholics. You know this sexy voice, you know who this is, and you know what time it is. First and foremost, I want to apologize to all of my loyal subscribers that watch these videos every week. After the trivia contest last night, your boy was pretty much dead to the world. Spent some time with the wife, and spent the next several hours trying to fall asleep. Unfortunately, neck pain. I'm still not sure what caused it. I'm thinking there was too much caffeine for me yesterday during the stream. You all saw the cup I was drinking from if you tuned in to the Poke Couples live stream. But end result was it took me forever to fall asleep, and I did not wake up until 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So this video is going up a little late. I noticed the poll that I posted about what you guys wanted to see me talk about in an upcoming video is currently sitting at about 3 votes, 2 for game lore, 1 for more information about the Draco family. Fairly certain I kind of know who voted what. MK is always going on and on about wanting to find out whether or not his stream or a posting is about a Nuzlocke. I'm assuming he's one of the ones that voted for game lore. And I've said it before, I'll say it again, MK, you are my favorite little troll that I run into on a regular basis. You only do things to be funny. You're not out to actually cause any drama. And I want to say right now, I appreciate you. Next, I'm going to assume that it was either my daughter Slayer CC / Lillian or Jen that voted for more information about the Dracos. Honestly, it doesn't matter who voted what, this is just theory speculation at best. And I prefer to have it anonymous because I want to know, without bias, who wants to hear more about what from me. So, that out of the way. Because this video is late, you will notice very shortly after this is posted that there is going to be an apology of sorts from me. I am not going to, I will say I'm sorry that this is late. However, it is not me saying sorry that is the apology. You will notice there is going to be a lot more content tonight. So, that being said, let's check where we are. Alright, there's the mouse. Let's see. We are now on episode 16 of Coffee with Contin. Now, as I mentioned, the poll does specifically show that it is currently sitting at 66% of you that have voted want to hear me go over game lore. I will be fair, that is not strictly just talking about video games, that is gaming in general. I am probably going to be, as of this moment, going over some of the lore behind Magic the Gathering, as I do know quite a bit, and I am looking forward to it. However, the thing is, I am also thinking about potentially going over lore behind the Fear Stadium Majora for any of you Legend of Zelda fans out there. However, I don't feel comfortable enough to know a lot, because I can fucking talk. I don't feel comfortable enough about the knowledge I do have regarding the two figures to really do a lore video right at the moment. So I'm very likely going to be going over lore behind Magic the Gathering. I might be doing something regarding some of the what are referred to as the Power 9 artifacts and spells, or potentially planeswalkers in general, maybe some specific planeswalkers, such as Nicol or Ugin the Spirit Dragon, something like that. Coincidentally, anyone who remembers the game mat, desk mat thing that I changed out during the one video, taking the Crucible of the Spirit Dragon mat away and replacing it with the Fire Dragon mat. The Crucible of the Spirit Dragon is actually a direct reference to Ugin the Spirit Dragon, the Planeswalker from Magic. I apologize if I'm talking a little fast. kind of get animated a little bit when I'm talking about things that I'm passionate over, as I'm sure you've noticed in the past, especially during the History of Draco videos, even though there's only 2 of those currently. Also, there will be more of those coming out tonight. I'm probably going to be doing at least 2. I'm going to be, since I do have a lot of vacation time and I'm off of work until Saturday of next week, the 18th, I am going to be doing a lot of posting and recording over the coming week while I'm on vacation. Some of them I will probably prolong and schedule for a release just so that I know for a fact you guys are getting the videos on time. That remains to be seen exactly how I'm going to handle that, though. Okay, so with that preamble out of the way, some of the options on the poll, I gave you guys the options, whether you wanted to know more on game lore, whether you wanted to know about Pokemon lore, something more about the Draco family, or more about the random aspect of things, which is kind of exactly what I've been doing. And I was specifically calling you out on that when I posted that MK. That's why it says trolls in parentheses. There is that. Now, that poll I am going to be going and leaving up for a while now, for the purposes of letting that just kind of run so we know more. And let's see. There we go. That's what I want to see here. Yeah. And I figured that was the comment from MK, my favorite little troll. He said he wanted them to hear more about the history of Nuzlocke, so I know for a fact that he's one of the ones that voted for Game Lore. That being said, I very likely will be doing something about the history of Nuzlocke, specifically because you did ask MK. You always bring a smile to everybody's face. You're always begging to be abused by the moderators, asking to be banned or be muted and things like that. So I will, out of love for the fact that whether it's being trolly or being funny, you are always around. And I will definitely be more than happy to do something special for you because of that. What exactly it will pertain to is yet to be determined. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that, but that will be coming. So, as for this episode, this is very likely just going to be kind of a shorter one, because I do have other videos I'm going to be working on tonight, as I've already stated. But where we stand right now is that the wife is making her final preparations for her trip to North Carolina, for her family affairs that she has to see to. This is, as of the time of recording this, it is Monday morning at 2:05 a.m. And that is, it's the 13th. This is going to be her final night here before she heads out to North Carolina tomorrow morning, which is going to be super early. And she's going to be gone until, I believe it is Sunday evening she's coming back. So, because the wifey will not be here for me to spend time with, I am going to be devoting more time to you guys that are listening to this. There are going to be several new videos coming out this week, so definitely look forward to that. So that is effectively all I've got in the way of updates, specifically. So I think what I'm going to be talking about on this episode, mostly it comes down to there's a lot, no matter how calm of a week or calm of a day I have, there's always a lot going on in my head. And I've given up the whole multiple takes thing. These videos are one-shots. They are what they are. If I ramble or if I stumble, I apologize. That's just kind of how my brain works. My brain and my tongue are not always in sync. It seems to happen to me a lot more often than most people have to deal with, which I'm fine with. It's part of what makes me who I am. So I don't like it, but not really a whole lot I have that I can do about that. It's kind of outside of my control. It's how I was made. So, and for that comment, for anybody curious, I do have religious beliefs. I am not going to go over those, only for the sole fact that I never feel comfortable with expressing my viewpoints on politics or on religion, only because I want to have a peaceful place for everybody to feel welcome in my community. So understand now, if anything political or religious outside of the norm when it comes to religion, wishing somebody a happy holiday or what have you, things that are just uplifting, those are perfectly fine. Anything else, I do not want political or religious discussions in my comments. Those will be removed because, like I said, I want it to be a very peaceful place. Everybody can feel welcome. And while I could care less about offending people, that's just who I am. You either love me or you hate me. There's really no in between. I will not stand for my community or my videos being a soapbox for people to preach or to belittle others on. So that is fair warning. Anybody caught doing that, their comment will be removed and they will be warned about it. The grouping of people that are listening to this right now, I am very confident I don't have to go into anything more about it with you. You are all very respectful, and I love and appreciate that about you. But you see, this is the kind of thing I was talking about recently. I don't know whose chat it was. I think it was actually, I think it was Monday last week with your Fire Red Nuzlocke, Jen. If you're listening, I kept mentioning squirrel brain. That's kind of what I'm going through right at the moment. My brain is flitting back and forth between multiple different subjects, like especially the subject matter of the other videos I'm going to be posting here in a little bit. So that's fun. I'm trying to think if there's anything else specifically that I needed to go over. And I'm kind of drawing a blank. One thing I do want to point out, though, is I was paying attention to the comments during the live stream last night, which was not exactly an easy feat, considering I had the sheet with the questions I was asking and the comments, the chat section all on one screen and the video on another, so at least it looked like I was looking at you guys while I was reading off the questions. But I noticed that some of the comments were a little tweaked, I guess is the word I want to use here, regarding the intensity of some of the questions. The funny thing is, I literally have virtually no life compared to some people. I freely admit that, and therefore have really nothing to do but look this kind of crap up. So the funny thing is that how hard some of those questions were. I legitimately thought I was still being fair and easier with some of them, especially with the ones that were like 1 point. Some of those kind of stumped you guys, but I noticed that the higher the points went and the harder the questions got, the more you guys were just choosing to pass. So I will, anytime in the future I do anything like this, I will definitely tone down the intensity of knowledge required. But like I said, I legitimately thought I was actually being kinder on you guys with the questions. I thought that they were too easy personally. And I mean, that is fair because, like I said, I virtually have no life compared to most people. So the questions that seemed easy to me are probably going to seem insane to other people. Especially considering I research a lot of random crap just trying to find questions that are going to be more obscure. I still personally think, however, that the Campbell soup question was one of my favorites, because a friend of mine pointed out that they were actual inspiration for the design, the original Campbell soup logo, the red on top and the white on the bottom with the circle in the middle. I thought that was neat ever since they pointed that out. That was actually my coworker Ninja that I mentioned, not Amber. Amber was the coworker that was at the live stream. But I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. Like I said, there are going to be more videos coming out over the course of the next couple of hours, so definitely stay tuned for those. I love you guys. Thank you very much for your continued support, and I will see you in the next one.